There are corners of our world that seem to exist just beyond the edge of our maps, places whispered about in sailors' tales but seldom seen. Here, in the vast expanse of the Caribbean Sea, lies such a place. It is not a single island, but a scattered constellation of cays and islets, an archipelago that has remained, for the most part, a secret. The water here is a color almost beyond description, a liquid turquoise so pure it seems to hum with an inner light. It is a world where the land meets the sea not with a crash, but with a gentle caress, a soft, slow dance that has continued for millennia. The journey to this place is, in itself, a shedding of the modern world, a peeling away of layers until one is left with only the essential elements of sun, sea, and sky. Our first landing is on a cay known to the few locals who visit it as Cayo Sombrero, or Hat Island. The name comes from its shape, a gentle curve of land crowned by a dense cluster of coconut palms. From a distance, it looks like a wide-brimmed hat floating on the impossibly blue water. As we approach, the scale of its beauty becomes apparent. The beach is a perfect crescent of the finest, most brilliant white sand imaginable. It stretches for perhaps half a kilometer, untouched by any sign of human development. Occasional sun-bleached driftwood, sculpted by the waves, dots the shore. Stepping onto the shore is like stepping into a dream. The sand is cool to the touch, a surprising sensation under the warm Caribbean sun. It feels more like silk than grit. Looking back towards the sea, the color gradient is breathtaking, a shallow, transparent sliver. Pale aquamarine, vibrant turquoise, rich sapphire, and the deep indigo at the horizon. We walk along the water's edge, leaving the first footprints of the day. The tide has left a treasure of shells, tiny augurs, pastel scallops, and the occasional sand dollar. This is nature in its most elemental and perfect state, the gateway to the archipelago and a soft entry into the wonders ahead. The true heart of this paradise, however, is not found on the land, but just beneath the surface of the water. The transition is simple: a mask, a snorkel, a pair of fins, and you enter another world. One moment you are in the world of air and light. The next, you are weightless, suspended in a liquid universe of silent, vibrant life. The water is so warm and clear it feels less like an ocean and more like an enormous natural aquarium. Sunlight penetrates deep, shimmering, dancing across the coral below. The world that unfolds is one of extraordinary biodiversity. Coral gardens in dazzling shapes and colors form the foundations. Brain coral, intricate as a labyrinth. Sea fans in purple and yellow. Staghorn and elkhorn reaching up, sheltering a myriad of small creatures. A complex three-dimensional world teeming with activity. And then there are the fish, the lifeblood and the color of the reef. Huge schools of blue tangs, a shimmering cloud of indigo, flow over the coral landscape. Bright yellow sergeant majors, striped and fearless, guard their territories with surprising ferocity. A solitary parrotfish, painted turquoise, pink, and green, crunches audibly on coral, creating the very sand of nearby beaches. Here, a moray eel peeks from a rocky lair. There, a spotted eagle ray glides in serene elegance. The life of the people in this archipelago is inextricably linked to the sea. This is most evident in the small fishing villages dotted along the coasts, where tides and seasons set the rhythm of life. Wooden pirogues, each with a unique character, are the community's lifeblood. Vibrant reds, sunny yellows, deep ocean blues. A cheerful contrast to the sea. Before dawn, outboards sputter awake. Voices call across water. Nets and tackle clatter aboard. A tradition passed down through generations. Boats slip toward deeper waters, fading over the horizon as sunrise paints the clouds. Their knowledge is an unwritten map of currents, reefs, and secret fishing spots. Later, arrival becomes a communal gathering as people stream to the jetty. The catch is unloaded. Gleaming red snappers, silvery kingfish, prized lobsters, bartered with good humor and smiles. Fresh from the sea by noon. By dusk, boats bob at moorings, nets mended under a lantern, stories shared on the dock. The colorful boats sleep, symbols of a life shaped by a generous sea. The connection to the sea and the land is nowhere more deliciously expressed than in the local food. The cuisine is a celebration of freshness, a direct tribute to ingredients. Not grand restaurants, but family-run stalls and open-air kitchens where magic happens. The sound of sizzling, the scent of spices, and vibrant ingredients expertly prepared. A fish caught in the morning is often grilled for lunch, prepared simply with lime, garlic, and local herbs. Cooked over coconut husks until smoky, succulent, and bursting with flavor. Conch, a prized delicacy, bright ceviche with onions, peppers, and citrus, or pounded into golden, crispy fritters. Each bite is the ocean itself. Beyond the sea, fertile volcanic soil yields mangoes, plantains, and breadfruit. Sweet fried plantains, savory mash, breadfruit with a smoky, bready heart, seasoned with nutmeg, cinnamon, and allspice that speak to a complex history. To eat here is to participate in a culture. Feet in the sand, plates passed hand to hand. Rice and beans lifted by coconut milk, a warm slice of Johnny cake. Hospitality served with every smile. While the sea defines the edges of this paradise, the land holds its own tranquil world. One enters a cathedral of dappled light where coconut palms dominate, slender trunks soaring skyward. Their long fronds form a high green canopy, a gentle, soothing percussion in the trade winds. The air is cooler, the ground, a carpet of fallen leaves and husks, light paints shifting patterns underfoot. The world outside fades, contemplation comes easily here. For centuries, the coconut palm, the tree of life, has offered food, water, oil, fuel, thatch, baskets, mats, and timber. In clearings, small colorful houses nestle in the grove. Simple, integrated with the land. Hammocks sway, children's laughter rings, the scent of wood smoke drifts between trees. This green cathedral is garden, provider, and home, the quiet heart of the island. For those seeking comfort, this archipelago offers a different kind of haven. Not sprawling complexes, but small, exclusive retreats that blend into the landscape. Built with sustainable materials, local wood, stone, and thatch to connect guest and nature. The philosophy is barefoot luxury, serenity, privacy, impeccable yet unobtrusive service. Individual villas and bungalows with private terraces and plunge pools meet the horizon. Open, airy spaces catch sea breezes, blurring indoors and out. Outdoor showers in green courtyards, bathtubs with panoramic sunsets. Days can be as active or restful as you wish. Morning reef, then a gourmet lunch on an empty strand. Afternoon spa with coconut oil and volcanic clay, or simply a hammock and a book. As evening falls, soft path lights yield to a star-laden sky. Dinner showcases local bounty with international finesse, served under the constellations. To truly understand this place, listen not only to nature, but to echoes of history and culture. A rich, complex past, a crossroads of peoples and traditions, woven into today's vibrant tapestry. African, European, indigenous, braided into music and dance that express life, joy, and community. Evenings drift with steel pan rhythms, oil drums reborn into instruments of melody, or the soulful beat of African drums linking present to ancestral memory. No stage, no audience, just a shared space where music takes hold and feet answer. Faces etched by sun and sea, warmth and character in every line, an easy smile for visitors. Time to talk, to share a story, to ask about your day, a deep network of mutual support. Here lies the soul of these islands. In elders' stories, recipes passed down, fishermen's songs, and children's laughter on the shore. Culture lends depth to beauty, turning a visit into an enriching human experience. Our 10 minutes and our journey are drawing to a close. The sun casts a final golden glow across the water. The sky becomes a masterpiece, fiery orange, soft pink, deep purple on the horizon. Heat fades to cool, a profound peace settles on the islands. Waves continue their gentle sigh. That sound will echo long after we depart. A moment for reflection. and gratitude for the unspoiled beauty we've witnessed. Gratitude brings responsibility. Places like this are rare and fragile. These treasures belong to future generations. Respect is a gentle plea, not a command. Take only photographs. Leave only footprints. Support the local guardians of this paradise. Choose operators who respect marine life. Buy from artisans. Spend with care. As our boat pulls away, colors, sounds, and tastes linger. We carry sun warmth and remembered smiles. More than a destination, a feeling, a state of being, and a quiet promise to return. Hopeful this secret paradise remains as pure and peaceful as we found it.